Greetings and welcome to episode 289 of the Projekt Gemineye update. Today is August 19th. It is about 5:30 in the evening. Uh, just mainly stopping by to say hello, to let everybody know that I'm alive and well. As I mentioned earlier in a previous episode, I'm currently taking some time off, enjoying the month of August, as it were. Uh, just just taking my time with things and looking through some stuff and doing a lot of outside work. As you guys know, I love to do some gardening and vegetable things, growing and stuff like that. So I've been doing that over the last couple of weeks, and I think it's been very helpful. I feel like the batteries are recharging quite a bit now. Musical thoughts are always entering into my head. I still come down here every once in a while and just check on a few things, some little ideas that I have. Also, like I mentioned before, I will be showing or uploading, better yet, a couple of songs that I still had in my folders of sort of B-sides and stuff like that of songs that I had worked on before that I hope to get up for you guys to check out. And also, I wanted to take the next couple of weeks to talk about an anniversary of sort, and that is the anniversary 10 years, if you can believe it, of the release of my very first album, An Ordinary Day, which came out back in 2016. It came out digitally, and it came out, of course, first on CD here. This is the very first physical version of the album where it came out. This is everything here, for the exception of this fantastic album cover, which was done by James McCarthy. The rest of it was all me. This very, basic back design and this sort of, layout of the songs and the very brief thank yous, because it was a new project at the time, no pun intended there, but it was a new thing for me, so I didn't know how it would go or how people would react to it, and it was a big deal for me because it was the first time that I had done everything, including vocals, which is something that I hadn't done on any of my prior bands. Sure, I did backing vocals and harmonies and stuff like that, but never any lead vocal stuff. So it was a big test of courage and test of ability, let's just put it that way. So the reaction to the CD was very good, very well received. So of course I decided to take the plunge, and at this point in 2016 I was going head over heels for vinyl and buying vinyl and stuff like that. So I thought, of course, the next logical thing would be to actually put out my record on vinyl. One second. Oh, that's good. And so I did so. And here's the release of the vinyl version of the album, complete with hype sticker. And this hype sticker was very, very important at the time. It simply says, debut album from Projekt Gemineye, and a quote that said, a collection of 6 tracks that takes one away to exotic worlds. And that was written by Martin Popoff, who is a very, very well-known music author. So many books out there about music and albums and bands specifically, like all kinds of different bands. So to have his sort of thumbs up on the album really helped and really gave me that little extra push of confidence that maybe I might have needed at the time. Now, for those of you who don't have a copy of this, because it is sold out, if you can believe that, there's no physical copies available of this album. 100 records gone. So it came with a simple insert like this, with again my own sort of little artwork here. And there you go, the lyrics. It also came with something that I was very proud to include in here. And, this kind of shows my love of vinyl collecting and vinyl pressings from the 70s, where they would always include extra little bits in there. And my little extra was this fantastic extra poster that was done by James McCarthy, who did the album cover. What a great poster. It was exclusive to this album release. And then, of course, there was the vinyl. And even early back in the days then, I was very much a stickler for having anti-static sleeves with my records. I hated the idea of doing paper only, and it came out on blue vinyl, as you can see here. It almost looks like a white label promo, but it's not. It's just I just had a very simple sort of center label, and there's the other side. And like I said, this album is sold out. It did very well. In fact, one of my memories about this record, and this is why I wanted to do a video like this, is to kind of touch on some of these memories that I have of it. When this record came out, I made 100 copies. It kind of slowed down at around, let's say, 55 copies, and then it started, going to one order here, one order there, and stuff like that. But then a gentleman by the name of I'm trying to remember his name now. Geez, this is going to be terrible. Well, Ron Beaudry was one of them. He made a video of this album and a couple of my other ones. And after his video came out, wow, we just had an uptick in orders again as well when that happened. And then there was another gentleman, and I feel so terrible. I can't remember his name at this point, but he also did a video. He had a great series on his own channel, Tales from the Dead Wax, where he went through all the sort of different pressing companies and stuff like that. I'm so sorry I can't remember his name right now. I feel like such an idiot for not remembering it. But hopefully that'll give you a clue who it was. The program is called Tales from the Dead Wax, and he did a great review of my album right before Christmas time. And right after his video came up, I checked my Bandcamp, and all of a sudden I had this big flood of orders. Like, what happened? How come all these orders came in? And that pretty much cleared me out afterwards. So it was thanks to his video that album did as well as it did, and it kind of laid the groundwork for what was to come. The inspiration for the album, as you guys probably know, because I did a video 5 years back, a 5-year anniversary video, where I talked about the whole influence of this record, or what inspired it. I broke my leg back in the 2010 sometime. I can't remember the exact year. Maybe it was 2014 or something like that. And I had a band in operation at the time, and I just split it up and just ended it. And after, when I had some time to think in the hospital, I decided to do this project proper by myself and see how it went. And it has gone exceptionally well. And the songs on this album and the next album, A Brand New Day, kind of talk about that whole time of when I broke my leg and the road to recovery from it. So if you ever wondered what the lyrical messages were, it was based solely around that. So it did really well. A lot of, like I said, there was a lot of experimentation going on my end. Trying different microphone setups. I had a totally different recording console at the time, and it was pretty much a person who was just confident in his playing, not so confident in his singing at that time, and confident in his writing, but there was mixing involved, mastering, everything I did myself, and I wanted to do myself because it was a very personal project to me, and I've always loved doing it that way ever since. So, like I said earlier, there's no copies of this available on vinyl, but if you are interested in getting a copy of this, there are still very few copies of this left on CD. So if you want to grab a copy, they're only $5 Canadian on my Bandcamp page, and they are still available. So thanks for watching. I will talk about this record a little bit more in upcoming episodes, and also I'll be talking about A Brand New Day because that was released the same year as this album as well. So I look forward to talking about this further with you. I hope you all are having a great day, and have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.